Let's go live to Pearson Airport right now, where GTAA officials are providing an update on airport management.
Facilities for being more resilient, more prepared, and ready for a very busy travel season that is already underway. This summer is, of course, very different than summer 2022, with its slingshot of growth of 180% in a very short period of time. But the numbers that we show today speak volumes. Recent data from the Canadian Air Transport Security Authority, CATSA, reflect that on average 91% of passengers are clearing security checkpoint lines in less than 15 minutes. This is a dramatic increase from last year. There are a considerable percentage of passengers as well that are clearing customs and entering the country with less than 7 minutes processing time and wait times. This is a substantial improvement since last summer. Last summer, at this time, hold-on-board's aircraft were numerous, and this summer those have decreased by over 97%. As the airport operator managing the facilities, we are very pleased to share that we lead. We are #1 in North America's large hub airports in a survey of overall customer satisfaction for Q2. This is due to the investments that we have made in staffing. Our new programs are yielding results, such as our baggage systems, which are now performing reliably with over 98% service availability. The digital initiatives that have been launched are also transforming how passengers experience Toronto Pearson. There are a number of range of choices for the customer to have more information and a more predictable experience, whether that's contactless check-in and boarding processes that are contactless as well. There are many tools that can be found now on our website, including finding out what security checkpoint wait times are or are predicted to be. But better yet, a passenger can go further and pre-book their time slot to the security screening line via our YYZ Express program. There are more tools for passengers to plan arriving at the airport for more control over their experience, which at the end of the day results in smoother and travel that has less anxiety towards it. For international passengers that are arriving here at Pearson, our collaboration with the Canadian Border Services Agency now allows use of biometric e-gates to expedite the arrivals process. You know, YYZ has always been rich with technology, but some of that were older systems at our checkpoints, our gates, and in our baggage areas. And all of these systems have been upgraded or in the process of being upgraded from before. From a staffing level across the airport is always hiring, and there are robust jobs and careers that are available here. But staffing across the airport remains level from the 10,000 new employees that were added compared to last summer. And we know that airport staffing is also been increased by GTAA in critical areas like busing, baggage handling, and our terminal operations. Across the airport, we see staffing levels remain strong, and we will continue to work with our partners and pitch in where needed to help our collective customers. Of course, our on-time performance is a metric that we pay key attention to, and our on-time performance has improved remarkably. Reflecting our collective efforts at Pearson, we have doubled the improvement on our on-time performance from often reaching down into the 30s last year, 30% last year, to over reaching now into the 70% as well. We know this is easier said than done, and so a major kudos goes to our GTAA team, our carriers, and the agencies and all that are involved. We know that performance, like on-time performance metrics, is affected, however, by irregular events. And we have all expected disruptions, and they certainly have come, especially across North America. This summer has had more weather events than usual, especially on the eastern seaboard. And as a global hub with 2 major border operations at Pearson, we're sure to get our fair share of impacts when there are travel that's disrupted at other airports with aircraft inbound to Pearson. But what we do see is that our airport partners are more resilient, more prepared, notifying passengers earlier of disruptions, and being more effective in redirecting travel. We are very proud of our progress. We are energized by the future. We are committed to advancing Pearson, pushing for more advanced technologies, such as using your iPhone as your identification at the security checkpoint. This is a trial that was recently approved in the United States. Imagine not having to take out both your boarding pass as well as your physical IDs to go through the checkpoint and many other steps along the process. We have opportunities to pursue that type of innovation. Or one day, your face can be your boarding pass. We will forge forward to create the most modern air travel experience that both Canadians and global passengers expect. As you cross the province, cross the country or oceans, may you have exciting experiences and cherished memories. We wish you a happy summer as well. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Deborah. We're now going to move on to the question and answer period. If I could ask people on the floor who'd like to ask a question, approach the mic. Let us know which media organization you're from, and then ask a question.
Hi, Clary Feinstein from Toronto Star. So that even though the data shows that there's been improvement to Toronto Pearson's performance, there's still strong public sentiment out there that this is an airport in chaos. So I'm curious, how can you combat those public sentiments about the airport?
Yeah, we're sharing this update so that the general public understands how great the summer is actually proceeding here at Toronto Pearson. We certainly have seen that with recently winning the Customer Satisfaction Award for all airports in Northern America. So that speaks to the actual experience that our passengers are having here, where whether it's wait times for the checkpoint, wait times upon arrival, we see substantial improvement in the experience for all of our passengers.
And just a final question here. Is there any sort of work being done with the airlines in order to get flights actually on time or not delayed as much? Just curious if there's any work happening there.
Yes. So we've seen almost a doubling in terms of improvement on-time performance since last year. That is a reflection of all the work that we've done across the ecosystem together with our partner airlines, with agencies, reducing processing time, reducing wait times, and fine-tuning operations with our air carrier partners. And we see the great results that have come from that.
Thank you.
Hi, Jane Stevenson, Toronto Sun. Did you say you'd hired 10,000 new people? I just want to make sure I have the number correct.
There are 400 different employers across the airport, and across the airport we have 10,000 more security badge holders and i.e. employees that are here at Pearson compared to last summer.
And do you attribute that new staff to improvements that you're talking about today, or what do you attribute improvements to?
Absolutely. We went from a very low level of business back in the beginning of summer 2022 to a rapid 180% growth rate. We're very pleased to see the activity at the airport now continue to grow, and this is the Canada's second largest employment zone. So we're thrilled to see all the employees being hired by the partner companies. We look forward to more as growth continues to emerge.
What's the total workforce at the airport?
50,000 was our peak employee base, and we're approaching those numbers across the airport.
Thank you.
Hi, my name is Sarah from Radio Canada. Ahead of the Canada Day weekend, which was earlier, over 1,000 flights were canceled or delayed. What is Pearson doing to prepare for the long weekend coming in August?
Yes, so we have seen where weather and other significant disruptive events across the eastern seaboard has an effect here at Pearson, which will cause cancellations and delays. What we've worked with our partners with, particularly knowing that this summer was going to have a lot of convective weather, is the response to the disruption. Being prepared for that and notifying passengers earlier and helping them to redirect their trips earlier. And we're seeing and hearing from our passengers that that's happening far more effectively than it was. Going into the next holiday weekend, we're here to make travel more consistent and reliable for all of the passengers. We encourage them use the tools. You're going to see lots of friendly airport and airline and partner staffing across the airport ready to assist in travel. But use those tools that we have on our website to plan your travel, to get more information on what to expect, and to book your place using all the mobile technology we have. Customs clearance on advanced declaration which is powered by ArriveCan. So you can arrive in the country using an e-process, or depart the country using YYZ Express, book your place in the security line, or also if you're traveling into the United States, use mobile passport control, another free application that allows expedited processing at the border. These are all great new tools that we have deployed to help make the travel experience a much better one for passengers.
One more question. You mentioned that Pearson can control the delays that are happening in other airports. What is it doing in the future to combat that?
The entire ecosystem is working together, whether that's across North America or across the globe. Where we've seen there are some positions that are highly specialized, like in air traffic control, we're certainly seeing that those training programs to get people geared up, multiple years it takes to become an air traffic controller, for example, we're all working to get new people into those jobs, to make them aware of those jobs. Here we have our first ever airport-wide job portal, where any job that's available from an employer across the airport can be seen by people that are interested in a great, robust, exciting career here at the airport.
Thank you.
Hi, Naira Ahmed from the Canadian Press. Just a question about the baggage delays. I know in December we saw a lot of pileup of baggage in the baggage claim area. What's kind of been done to mitigate that, and moving forward for the rest of the summer, how's that being handled?
Yeah, baggage delays come from many forms. There are delays that come from staffing and not having sufficient staff either on the inbound or outbound part of the baggage process. And then of course it relies on our equipment as well. When I reference the increase in staffing and employment across the airport, that's certainly been one of the areas that has benefited with better delivery of baggage by the airlines to their customers. But we've also seen a remarkable focused and intentional improvement in our baggage equipment systems as well, reaching both over 98% and 99% respectively in our two terminals of our system availability. This is concerted effort, concerted investments that have been made to ensure that there is reliability in our facilities.
And just one follow-up for that is...
All right, you've been listening live to GTAA officials delivering this press conference from Pearson Airport, talking about their plan for this summer, how it's been going. This is kind of the midsummer check-in. They say it's been a vast improvement when you compare it to the summer of 2022, and much more higher volumes of travel this year as well.